it going, guys? Oh, it is I, Chef Darwin, back with another dinner with Darwin. How are you all? Oh, tonight, or this afternoon, depending on how you look at it, it's still fairly bright out, but it is that time of year. Days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer. That sounds like a good lyric for a song. Anyway, back to the subject at hand, dinner with Darwin. Tonight's dinner, we have a New York strip done on the grill. Mushrooms done on the grill, wrapped in tin foil with butter and salt, which to me is the best way to eat mushrooms. And then we have this lovely salad. As a ketoist, I am required sort of to get 7 to 10 cups of vegetables a day. Well, not required, but it is recommended. And I like to keep up with those recommendations if I'm going to do this right, or, not do it at all. Because if you don't do it right, it can cause issues. It really can. So you want to keep your macros in line just to be safe. Okay? Okay, I have another camera here. I did some filming of the actual cooking, but this is not, how do you put it? It's not a cooking show, so to speak. It's more of a conversation program to where we discuss things, mostly the food, and we talk about other things. Like I was out mowing my lawn earlier today. That's the wrong button on that camera. This is the camera that I filmed the cooking with, my Picasso Brave 4. Good little camera. It's no GoPro, mind you, but it's versatile. It fits in my my Evo gimbal, and I'm pretty sure it'll fit in my Phaotech as well. I haven't tried it, but it's right there within arm's reach. If I, lack for something to say, maybe I'll talk about that. But yes, I filmed some of the cooking on this here camera, and I will get you a picture or two of dinner so you can see what we're eating. Let's click that over, because this camera takes neat little pictures. They are groovy little pictures. Photograph. She even says it. Photograph. I hope you can hear that. Here, just in case you can't. Photograph. Isn't that funny? I think that's really cute. And there's an option to turn it off, but I'm not gonna, because I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, we have mushrooms, steak, and the salad. As I was saying, 7 cups of salad a day. In my salad, I have yummy spinach, dark green vegetables, gotta have them. I have cilantro, because I just absolutely adore the flavor of cilantro. I did not grow up that way, however. I have switched over within the last, I don't know, 5 to 7 years to being a fan of cilantro. Maybe in the last 10 years, since I married my lovely bride who really digs Mexican food. Maybe that's why I came around. We also have red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, orange bell pepper, and green bell pepper. The highest possible vitamin C quotient in a vegetable comes in the green pepper. All peppers have vitamin C, as I said in the last video, but those green ones are really high. We have green onions, very low on the carbohydrate spectrum. And then we have boiled eggs, 3 kinds of cheese, but it's only 4 ounces of cheese. I have 4 kinds, Irish cheddar, creamy Havarti, Gouda, and then there's another one that I can't remember right offhand. And homemade mayo. Yes, homemade mayo. I make my own with farm fresh eggs and a light olive oil, and seasoned to my taste with a bit of a, you got to be careful with your seasonings. Lots of them contain sugar, but I can't tell you the name brand on that one right offhand either, because my memory's not what it used to be. But you can find it in the Mexican aisle. And one of the things that sticks out to me on the bottle, it says, "This is not a candy." Interesting. This is not a candy. But without further ado, thank you, Lord, for this food. I ask you bless it to my body and bless my words to those folks out there. Let's give this a try, shall we? I don't know where to start here. This all looks so yummy. But as I said, my steak was done on the grill. It's been resting now for probably 15 minutes, close to 15 minutes. Let's give her a look-see. Not bad. You see that? That's beautiful. I love that grilled steak taste. It tastes so different. This is not my favorite method of cooking it, but the grill is still kind of new to me. We had bought these, or we had received these little tiny ones. And I tried cooking something on there, and there was just no space for the charcoal. So we couldn't keep anything hot enough to cook. So my wife, being the resourceful lady that she is, she went and found a Weber and brought that home. And this is what I used, the Weber mushrooms. Butter and salt with a mushroom. There's nothing better. Well, you know, nothing in this dinner anyway. As this here chef, my favorite food is lobster. Lobster. I love lobster. But with the prices of it, it's really hard to come by. I would like one day maybe to take a trek up to Maine. Not only to eat the seafood, but to check the prices. Because I hear the prices up there are much better than they are here. Well, of course, you know, you cut out the shipping because it just comes off the water, out of the water into your plate. You're cutting out a lot of middlemen there. So the prices don't be that high, don't have to be that high. I wouldn't also mind so much going up to Alaska, not to go crab fishing, but to get some as it comes off the boat. Just to get a better price, maybe. Although in that circumstance, those guys, man, whew, if you've ever watched that show, that is one crazy job. That would definitely not be for me. All right. We need to get into this salad for health reasons, for one. And I got a feeling it's going to be really good. I put the greenery and the vegetables all together, lightly salted, just to give it a little bit of more, you know, oomph and stuff, because you gotta have oomph and stuff on your salad. In case you're wondering, you see the yellow or the red flavoring there. That is a sugar-free bubbly water. So give this a good stir because it's got all the dressing on top just for aesthetics. It got a photo opportunity. Look at that cilantro flying all over the place. Don't want to waste it because, believe it or not, I have to eat this whole bowl. And I don't think this is anywhere near 10 cups. Maybe 7. Maybe 7 if we don't boil it down, because the spinach would reduce a great deal in here. This is not going to be pretty on camera, I got a feeling. You can do whatever you want to a salad, but if you mess up the dressing, you've messed up the salad. In this case, I did not do that. That homemade mayo, that Mexican seasoning, is just out of this world. And mind you, those vegetables don't hurt. They're just delicious. I bought them all today. So they're fairly fresh. I mean, you know, as fresh as you can get from the store. I try to stay 100% organic, but that's next to impossible when you don't know the actual source. Because the way the big money food and the government have gotten together on this crap, they can put pretty much whatever they want on the package, and as long as there's enough money involved, nobody's going to say nothing. Excuse me. So really, folks, next year my wife and I are planting a garden, and I'm hoping to grow these vegetables. The mushrooms, I can't do that. But everything else I can grow in my backyard, and we have every intention of doing that. And we're trying to find sources for grass-fed, grass-finished beef, pasture-raised chickens. We already get our farm fresh eggs from a lovely young lady at church who raises her own chickens. We're trying to, let's say, get off the food grid as best we can. I know there are companies out there that offer boxes of meat sent to you, but again, how can you really know the source without traveling to the actual place where they put the box together? And that's not an impossible task, but is it realistic? That's the question. This is really good. All right. I've bitten into the salad a couple, 4 or 5 times, and it's delicious, but I want to go back over here. Shrooms are delicious. As I was saying, see, and now, since I can't give myself the guarantee of where this steak came from, yes, it said grass-fed on the package, as you will see in the video. Who's to say that it actually is? I mean, I'm not calling anyone a liar, but where money is, money talks. I try to buy the leanest cuts I can, because if there are, in fact, let's say hormones injected, if this is corn-fed or grain-fed and not grass-fed, then the fat is where all that junk is going to hide. It's going to hide in the fat, and I think we're better off with just leaner cuts of meat on the whole and getting our fat in a different form, like the butter. As you'll notice, there's a lot of, well, you can't notice that from there, but anyway, there's a lot of juice on the plate, and it's all from the butter that I used for the mushrooms. I poured that over the top of the steak to finish the steak. The fat is in my olive oil based dressing, my mayonnaise that I make. So you can control the fat by eating that way, getting lean meat and using your own fat, putting your own fat in. I think I started telling you a story about while I was out cutting the grass, but we'll save that for another time. It's not that, it is that important, but it was a whole dissertation on life and how fast it goes. So we'll just try to remind me for next time. All right? All right. Steak, mushrooms, and a beautiful salad on Dinner with Darwin. I really, really, really appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, as if you could help it, go with God, man. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye now.